The sky isn't always your friend, sometimes it becomes your greatest enemy. At 50,000 feet, where the air is thin and mistakes are unforgiving, even the most advanced fighter jet in the world can turn into a coffin. This is the story of a pilot inside the deadliest air superiority machine ever built, the F-22 Raptor, on a mission that went horribly wrong. A flight where technology failed, oxygen vanished, and survival became a race against time. Welcome to Wings of War. Welcome to Wings of War, where the sky is not the limit, it's the battlefield. The F-22 Raptor is not just a fighter jet, it's a symbol of dominance. Built for air superiority, designed with stealth technology, supercruise capability, and unmatched maneuverability, it was meant to rule the skies without challenge. No enemy aircraft could match it. No radar could easily detect it. It was, quite literally, a predator in the air. But on this day, the danger didn't come from the enemy. It came from within. The mission began like any other. A routine high-altitude training exercise over vast open airspace. The pilot, highly trained and experienced, had flown the Raptor countless times. Every system check was green. Engines were stable. Navigation was locked. Everything was perfect. Too perfect. The jet took off smoothly, climbing rapidly through the atmosphere. Within minutes, it reached extreme altitude, where the curvature of the Earth becomes visible, and the sky fades into darkness. This is where the F-22 thrives. Fast, silent, untouchable. But then, something changed. At first, it was subtle. A slight dizziness, a moment of confusion. The pilot blinked, trying to refocus. His training kicked in. Check oxygen, check pressure, check systems. Everything appeared normal, but his body told a different story. His breathing felt off. Then it got worse. The oxygen system, one of the most critical components of high-altitude flight, was malfunctioning. Inside the cockpit, alarms began to trigger. Warning lights flashed. The pilot's heart rate increased. Hypoxia, the lack of oxygen to the brain, was setting in. And at 50,000 feet, that's a death sentence. The F-22's onboard oxygen generation system was supposed to supply breathable air at all times. But in rare cases, it could fail, or deliver contaminated air. Pilots had reported strange symptoms before. Disorientation, blackouts, even memory loss. Now, it was happening again. But this time, the pilot was alone in the sky. He tried to descend, but hypoxia doesn't wait. It clouds your judgment, slows your reactions, makes simple decisions impossible. The pilot struggled to maintain control. The jet, still moving at incredible speed, began to drift off its intended path. Ground control attempted communication. No response. Inside the cockpit, the situation was critical. The pilot's vision blurred. His hands felt heavy. Every second without oxygen pushed him closer to unconsciousness. He reached for the emergency oxygen system. Activated it. Nothing. Or at least, not enough. The F-22 continued forward, a $150 million machine flying through the sky, on the edge of becoming a ghost aircraft. This was the nightmare scenario. A pilotless, or incapacitated, stealth jet flying uncontrolled. Back on the ground, alarms escalated. Radar tracking showed irregular movement. Communication loss confirmed the worst fears. Emergency protocols were initiated. Rescue teams prepared. Every second mattered. Back in the cockpit, the pilot was fighting his own body. His training screamed at him, descend. Lower altitude means more oxygen. More time, more chance to survive. With fading consciousness, he forced the jet downward. The G-forces pressed against him as the aircraft descended rapidly. His vision tunneled, black edges creeping inward. He was seconds away from blackout. Then, something changed. As the jet dropped below critical altitude, the oxygen levels began to stabilize. The emergency system, barely functioning, started to provide just enough air. The pilot gasped, pulling in breath after breath. He was alive, but the danger wasn't over. The rapid descent had pushed the aircraft into unstable conditions. Speed, altitude, and orientation were all compromised. The pilot had to regain full control, fast. With shaking hands, he stabilized the jet. Instruments slowly returned to normal. Communication re-established. Ground control responded immediately. You are cleared for emergency landing. The nearest airbase was identified. The pilot adjusted course. Every movement now precise, calculated. No room for error. The F-22, once a symbol of perfection, now felt fragile. Human. As the runway came into view, the pilot focused everything he had left. This wasn't just about landing a jet. This was about survival. The aircraft descended steadily, landing gear deployed, speed reduced, touchdown. The jet hit the runway and rolled to a stop. Silence. For a moment, nothing moved. Then emergency crews rushed in. The cockpit opened. The pilot, exhausted and shaken, was pulled out. Alive, but barely. The mission was over, but the story had just begun. Investigations later revealed serious concerns about the F-22's oxygen system. Multiple pilots had experienced similar symptoms. The aircraft, despite its advanced design, had a hidden flaw, one that could kill without warning. Flights were restricted, systems were reviewed, changes were made, but the fear remained, because even the most advanced machine in the world is not perfect. This incident became a turning point, a reminder that technology, no matter how powerful, still depends on the human inside it. And when that human is pushed to the limit, everything is at risk. The F-22 Raptor remains one of the most dangerous and capable fighter jets ever built. It dominates the skies, it outclasses its enemies, it represents the peak of modern air combat. But on that day, it became something else. A test, a battle not against enemies, but against failure, fear, and time. And one pilot refused to lose. Think about it, flying at the edge of space, losing oxygen, fighting to stay conscious, controlling a machine moving faster than sound, while your body shuts down. That's not just skill, that's survival, that's courage, and that's what Wings of War is all about. Because behind every fighter jet is a human story, and sometimes, the most dangerous enemy is the one you never see.